episode, we're going to be talking about the biblical creation. Did Adam and Eve live alongside ancient humans? And could the Bible and science and archaeology be telling the same story just from different angles? With what we know scientifically, Neanderthals were a real species of ancient humans. They lived in Asia and Europe for hundreds of thousands of years. And we know that they went extinct about 40,000 years ago. And part of our DNA mixed with them are up to 2% of our DNA could actually come from Neanderthals and ancient humans. But ancient humans and Homo sapiens did not start mixing until after Adam and Eve's expulsion from the Garden of Eden. These aren't just ideas. This is proven genetics. Modern technology has traced the DNA we carry today back to ancient populations. Like Neanderthals, they weren't animals. They were real people. But with what we know, science has to say about this. Let's turn to Genesis 1:28. And it reads, and you'll have to bear with me, it's kind of dark in here. Then God said, "Let us make man in our image, according to our likeness." Who is he talking to here? The angels in heaven. Let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the heavens, over the cattle, over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth on the earth. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him. Male and female, he created them. Then God blessed them, and God said to them, "Be fruitful and multiply, fill the earth, subdue it, have dominion over the birds of the air, over every living thing that moves on the earth, and all the fish of the sea." But notice in Genesis 2:7-8, he creates Adam and places him in the Garden of Eden, separate from the other humans. And in the Garden of Eden, he places the tree of knowledge of good and bad and the tree of life. Adam, why? Because Adam was not just any man. God made a covenant with Adam. And God gave Adam spiritual knowledge to understand this covenant. God didn't give Adam a woman of Neanderthal heritage or any other of those tribes, because he created Eve directly from Adam, because this covenant was not a physical covenant, but a spiritual covenant. And the other humans, were not spiritual. This image helps us visualize something deeper. The layers of humanity and the unique role the covenant line. Then there's Cain. After killing Abel, he's put out of the Garden of Eden. Let's read about this and his punishment in Genesis 4:10 through 18. You have to bear with me, it's kind of dark in here. So the Lord God said, Then the Lord God said, Where is Abel your brother? And he said, I do not know. Am I my brother's keeper? And he said, What have you done? The voice of your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground. So now you are cursed from the earth, which has opened its mouth to receive your brother's blood from your hand. When you till the ground, will not give up its strength to you. A vagabond you shall be on the earth. Notice here Cain's response to this. And Cain said to the Lord, My punishment is greater than I can bear. Surely you have driven me off. Surely you have driven me from the face of the ground. I shall be hidden from your face. Notice how he felt about the relationship he had with God. Because he says here, you've driven me from your face. He will no longer have that special relationship that he had in the Garden of Eden with God. And that is too much for him to bear. And then notice, it goes on to the end of that verse. And it says, I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond on the earth. And it will happen that anyone who finds me will kill me. So he's worried about somebody killing him here. Why? If Adam and Eve were the only ones on earth at the time, who is Cain afraid of? The Bible implies here that there were other people outside of the Garden of Eden. People not part of the covenant. God gave Adam and Eve a chance at life and this special covenant with them. And you might want to know where Cain got his wife. He didn't take a wife from those others. Instead, he took someone with the same spiritual and intellectual abilities as him. He took one of his sisters and he married her. So this shows how much Adam and Eve and Abel and Cain loved God and cherished their relationship and cherished this covenant. Adam and Eve's exile echoes through history. A man and a woman marked by legacy, even in banishment and death. God's plan continues through a specific human lineage. This means archaeology gives us DNA and bones, and tells us how we got here. But the Bible gives us meaning and hope and purpose. It tells us why. Maybe it's not about choosing between science and faith. Maybe it's about seeing how they complete the picture. Bones and DNA tell us all mankind existed. Scriptures tell us why and give us hope. If this sparks something in you, don't forget to assist me